Only time will tell what we get into on this one. We got demons, dragons, murlocs, naga, and a quillbore. Obviously, instinctually, we should go quillbore because they're just too good. I don't know. Demons, dragons, murlocs, naga, and quillbore. Now I'm gonna play Nabundo. Marin the manager, another trinket. You know what? Why not? Let's just go full trinkets. We have two anyway. Might as well go for the third. I didn't realize both those trinkets are on... Oh, okay, they are on offset turns. 4 turns, 5 turns. What are we feeling? It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. Sunbake and Relaxer it is. Leave it up to chance. Quillbore is kind of like, I don't know, one of the go-to metas right now. I'm good with going with dragons, even though they're kind of, I don't know. I feel like dragons have a lot of potential right now. I don't want to play demons. Honestly, this would be kind of the perfect matchup to go like a venomous murloc comp. Maybe we try that out. I haven't done murlocs at all. It's probably because they're not great. But this is kind of the match to go murlocs. We're going against Kerrigan, Quillbore. She's going to have 2 minions. Honestly, she's probably going to go with Wind Fury, gain attack. And because of that, we're going to lose this round anyway. I'm going to get rid of that and buy the spell. That way she doesn't get any attacks. That might not be what she goes for. But because she's got 2 minions and I went tier 2 if she's paying attention, she probably will. You can turn this around. There it is. Whenever this attacks, and he doesn't get anything. And because it had 3/3, we were going to lose that first attack anyway. So let's go with the botanist and cry foul. See if we can steal it. We do steal the Hydralisk. Your tavern spells that grant stats give an extra 1 health. So right off the bat, we're gonna buff up that Hydralisk. That worked out really, really well. We got the Hydralisk. We have an 8/5 version of the Hydralisk. She didn't buff hers up at all, so I would say that's well played. This Vol'jin, he's going to do the attack swap, so this might die on the first attack, but all his minions are probably going to have like 5 attack. Well, we won the round. That was a little unfortunate. Let's go. We'll gain the stats. I'm gonna grab the Crater Miner first. I kind of want to see if I can get the coin. I guess that works. Let's do careful investment. Another botanist. Let's do another health. And I'm going to grab the other coin. 4 extra gold next turn. Eudora has 1 dig left. She's tier 3. I mean, she probably doesn't have much going on her field. She's gonna get tier 4 right now? What turn are we on? I think she's a turn behind on her ability. That's why.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Tavern offers a higher minion. Discover a tavern spell every turn. Playing copy of a random minion. Offers an extra tavern spell after each refresh. The first one you buy each turn costs 1 less. Let's go with the Book of Medivh. Honestly, plain copy of a minion. We could also end up with one of the botanists and a triple on the... Botanist would be pretty cool to get more copies of and just keep buffing tavern spells. Yeah, let's go with the Reflective Pendant. Go with copies. Put that down. Go up a tier. And let's just buff everything. I mean, 2/8/7s against the Toki. At least gives us a little bit of a field, and then we can triple that next turn. Honestly, didn't think we were going to lose that one. 2 tier 4s. She just bought whatever she could.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Get a random tavern spell. That's a lot. After you cast 6 spells, get a random tavern spell. I think I'm going to go with the discover a tier 6 minion every other turn. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, dragons. Dragons would be pretty cool. Or we can go with the Ornate Cloak and hope for the candle, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. It costs nothing this turn. Let's go with... Hydralisk. Sure, 2 Hydralisks. Let's go with 2 attack. Get a tier 4 Poet. The Poet's actually not a bad pick now. Let's go with that. Time management. Alright, we'll go with that as the dragon. I'm gonna go with that for this turn just to get those buffs on them right now. Whew, that's fancy. I don't know why it looked like it went off like 3 times. Ooh, Toki's going for the turn 7 Greater Trinket as well. Alright, I'm good for the value. Let's see if we can get the triple on the Hydralisk. It'd be amazing. Double the stats that we gain from everything. And we get the Hydralisk triple. Discover a tier 5 minion with a type at the start of each turn, get another copy. Or the tier 6. I think the repeat 5 stars probably the best option here. Ooh, Felfire, Conjurer, end of the turn. We'll keep buffing up our tavern spells. Gold Hydralisk out. We can get... Oh. We could actually, with the Reflective Pendant, get extra copies of the Conjurer. That on the field to start buffing up our tavern spells as well. Ran an extra 1/1. Let's do... Let's go up a tier. I'm going to grab the trousers. That's a 4/4. Put that on one of the Conjurers. We're going to end up with 2 Conjurers, at least. This button's got Quillbore. We need to hit tier 5.
Have a good battle, friend.
Honestly, if we're fortunate enough to get 2 Felfires on the next turn and we get the triple, we could just get a Drakari when we drop the gold copy, which would be pretty freaking insane. It's so many stats. 8 attack every time it attacks right now. And we're gonna get at least 1 more attack. No, he doesn't even have a Murloc in his hand to summon. Okay. What are we getting? What are we getting? Hopefully not any more Hydralisks, because I'll probably just sell them off, honestly, but not a big deal either way. We got another we just got the regular copy. I was gonna say, damn, we got another copy. We're just gonna buff stats. Another copy of the meditative, though. It's a lot of attack. Let's get rid of the botanist. Get the second one out. And I think we just go up a tier, right? Give a minion 18, 15, or give your minions 8, 5. That's so much. All minions 8, 5. I almost kind of want that for next turn. A pretty massive increase to our field if we grab that. I'm just gonna go with a refresh. Bran Bronzebeard. I do want the Bran. We'll get the bonuses from all these for next turn. It's gonna be our spells are gonna be crazy. But we'll grab that Bran next turn. Where's Blood Gems at? Are they just 1/1s for him? He's trying to push Blood Gems a little late in the game, I think. Ooh, looks like he has 3 little Quillbore, though, as his portable factory.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Alright, we got a triple. Let's go with the attack.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
2 6-stars in 1 turn. We're getting so much value right now. Alright. Extra attack. At the end of your turn, cast Natural Blessing on the minion to the left of this. It's going to buff all our dragons. Fireforged Evoker. Amazing. That's going to give us the combat increase. I'm going to get rid of both of those. I'm just going to keep the Hydralisk for now. And honestly, double end of turn effects is double increase on the poet. Goes at the end of your turn, give your dragons plus 16 plus 5. Alright. Yeah, have to grab that, right? And plus 13 plus 6. Yeah, we'll grab that as well.
Tactical choice.
And I'm gonna grab that next turn. A lot of value. The spirited Whimsy Drake is literally 3 dragons, so. I think the whole ramping thing is gonna be insane from here on out. Fel Conjurer, 2/2. All we need is double end of turn effects. And there's a good chance that we get more copies of Fel Conjurer. As soon as I can get rid of the Hydralisk so that we don't duplicate that, probably the better. But that actually buffed the dragons in the tavern too. Look at the stats. This actually worked out so well. You need another copy of the Conjurer now from a portable factory.
You're good at this.
Another persistent poet. Let's go with the roach. Let's see what we get. Greenskeeper. That's solid. Minion 1710. If it's a Naga, give it another 1710. There it is, Drakari Enchanter. I'm gonna get rid of the Roach. Let's do... Honestly, this is insane. I'm gonna do another copy of the Conjurer, get rid of the Whimsy Drake, and do the Poet there for... Shouldn't have done Poet. That was my bad. I need the Drakari on the field. So I don't know why I went with the Poet. Let's grab that.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
That's Tavern Spells on a Battle Cry. Okay. I'm gonna freeze the Poet there. Double end of round effects. Do one of those numbers because we're gonna want at least 2 of those on the field, and I'm gonna buff up our persistent poet, just because it's hanging out in the center and is the only one with divine shield right now.
You're doing great out there.
Look at that. 190, 110. 2215 from Natural Blessing twice every turn now. And he's out. We are not only... I wasn't even looking at our health. 29 health, but we are at least in the top 6 now. Top 5. And we're in first.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Alright, we did get the Poet, so that's the triple on the Poet. That's going to give double stats to everything now. 242, 143 on that Persistent Poet already. Almost don't need Brand now. Just need a way to generate Tavern Spells, so I'm going to go up to tier 6. And we're going to get rid of Bran and Murky. Let's do a couple refreshes. Just nope, no dice. All right, we'll get the triple on that next turn. $22.15. That is going to be 2/2 to our spells, 2/2 again, 4/4. So we get 8/8 to our Tavern Spells, and then we play 2 copies of Natural Blessing at 30-23 on our dragons. And then Fireforged Evoker after you cast 2 Tavern Spells. And this casts 2 Tavern Spells, right? So that should go up to 4/4 on all our dragons, and that's permanent for both of those. Which will actually be 8/8 because we get double enchantments from combat. I think the growth of this field is going to be disgusting, especially with the Fauna Whisperer.
You got this. You're way ahead.
30-23 twice. In one turn, we got this to a 118 something. Yeah, we need that, the Ignition Specialist. Honestly, just another Fauna Whisperer would be fine too, I think. Oh, it does not count for the Fireforged Evoker.
Keep up the pressure.
And we got 2 copies. Alright, so Fireforged Evoker could actually, we could just get rid of that. Time management, 30, 23 twice, plus that goes up. Another Fauna Whisperer. What we can do is we could take Corrupted Myrmidon with the Fauna Whisper and we could use that to buff. It's an option. Let's give Taunt over here on him. I think we get rid of the Fireforged Evoker now. Eh. How about that? I could have done an extra 1/1 on the Tavern spells again. I don't know. We'll see. If we get another copy of, if we get another gold copy of the Conjurer, I'll definitely throw that on the field. Right now, though, our dragons are pretty massive. She tried to switch to Quilbor late game. Bad choice there. We have taken 2 people. 32. Alright, 1v1. We're going against Dragons in the last round. He's on a 4-round win streak as well. I don't know what's happening. A lot of buffs. Hey, another Drakari Enchanter. Alright, let's grab the Ignition Specialist. It is a lot of Tavern spells. And we did get another triple on the Conjurer. I'm gonna get rid of the Fireforged. Let's throw the Conjurer down. Maybe we get another copy of the Fauna Whisperer. No dice. Another Ignition Specialist. Oh, what do we do? Let's just slap a shiny ring down. 52-45. So that's going to be 2 increase to our Tavern spells twice. Again and again. 2 extra copies. Let's do this instead. That way we get 2 sets off before before these get placed. That'll do those 2, then that one, then that one, and then that one. It goes in order. So technically we kind of shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit there. 46-39 and then 50-43. There's over 200 stats both times. Yeah, it's not even gonna matter. We absolutely took this guy out. Look at that. Over 700 with basically just Felfire Conjurers. We didn't have the triple Drakari, but that was crazy. Fauna Whisper, Felfire Conjurer comp. I'm definitely good with that.